Guys, Mr. Mayhem here, coming to you with a Dave Bautista creation. You will know him from his time in WWE and his portrayals of Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy and many other movies. Army of the Dead, that was a good film. So this creation tutorial was requested by Magnalook 2890. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but MAGNILOOKE 2890 requested this. So just follow along with me and we'll get it done together. So I made him an MMA top dog. He does have one fight in Bellator, I believe. So he's pretty much trained in mixed martial arts. So I just gave him fundamental, general info. I know they had him as the Animal in WWE, but as you see, there's nothing like the Animal on here for his nickname. I'm sure you could find something better than the Behemoth, but that's his actual social media handle. His hometown is Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, though. I believe he's in his late 50s, but 45 is the age that you can get to, the highest age. He is 6'4" and 240 pounds now. This creation of Bautista is the up-to-date, like the 2024 version of him. The best I could do,
You want to sound like a winner, or do you want to sound like the underdog?
Of course, they don't really have his voice on here, but close as I can get is a deep voice. You don't really need anything with presets, I don't think. I made him tan because he's pretty tan. So that is 25, 66, 37. For hair, I made him bald because he's bald. Eyebrows, I gave him eyebrows 2, with the color being 0, 14, 17. Feel free to pause at any time if you want to copy that. For the beard, I gave him facial hair 10. See what it looks like with the actual beard here. I haven't actually looked. It's kind of cool. I like this look because I kind of did tattoo work. If you see, if I gave him clean shave look, that's what he looks like without the any facial hair. Kind of messed up the mustache a little bit, I see now. But if you want to give him a bald look or bald facial hair, I just think this works better because he is kind of gray, has a gray beard going on now, which you can. Though the first primary color is 18, 24, 90. The second is 0, 14, 16. So with the gray beard, I made black thick tattoo markings around it just so it looks like it's like, he has the salt and pepper going on. About as close as I could really get. Body hair, he does have some body hair in real life. Not like that, but he has a little bit. Oof. Which that color would be 22, 30, 18, 13. For the head, I gave him template 28. That's what he looked like before. That's what he looks like now. Before we get to the sculpting section, we'll go to his eyes. I just made him brown. He did have lighter brown. You can kind of go either or here. I gave him the darker brown eyes. Not all the way dark, but there's some color there. Oh, sorry. For the sculpting, I'm gonna leave it on this for a couple seconds, give you enough time to pause and copy everything you see, and then I'm gonna get to the next section. Okay. Same thing here. We're gonna pause if you want, and you can copy everything you see, and we're gonna go to the next section again. Again, I'm gonna give a pause, and then I'm gonna go down to the rest of it. A pause if you want to copy. Okay. For his body. Now in the entrance video I made, I gave him a smaller frame. I don't remember exactly which one, but I wanted to give him his bigger frame again, which is this. I think it looks the best. Now tattoos, that's always the time-consuming part, but it's fun. I enjoy it. We're gonna go through this together, and I'm gonna explain to you why there's so many tattoos. So shapes 172 we're gonna be using a lot of. This is just all over the face, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like at full opacity. I'm gonna go all the way down to the lowest opacity and go up 3 times. So all the way down with the left D-pad button, and then 3 clicks to the right with the D-pad. Again, shapes 172. You'll see cheek lines right there. You can go all the way down to the lowest opacity and up 4 clicks. Same thing on the other side. Down and then up 4 times. Now on the side of the nose, this is what it looks like with nothing there. This is what it looks like fully. Down with the opacity and then up 4 times. Same thing on the other side. Up 4 times. I kind of gave him like a little bit of head texture, so it looks like his skull isn't just so bland right there. But from all the way to the bottom, up 2 clicks on the opacity. Copy and do the same on this side. Now for the nose bridge, right there. Down at the bottom, go up 3 times. We gave him more cheek lines right here. Now you can kind of bring that in about here and maybe make it a little bit long right there. Down from the bottom, up 3 times. 2 times actually works better, I think. Same thing on this side. Down from the bottom, up 3 times. 2 times. 2 or 3 if you want, it don't matter. Now I gave him darkness around the eyes to kind of give him more of a realistic look. From the bottom, go up 3 times. Same thing on the other side. Down from the bottom, up 3 times. Now I gave him Tattoo Irizumi 8. Just all over his face right here to give him more texture. From the bottom, go up 2 times from the bottom. And on the back of the head to give his head more texture. Down from the bottom, up 2 times. Or 1. I think 1 will actually do. I even did the top of the head. down from the bottom, up once. On the side, I get him again, because he's got like a really, he's got a head that's just really dark at certain points, which I really didn't do it much justice, but it kind of helps a little bit for his realism. Now on the back of the head, shape's 172. You can go right about there. Now I went all the way to the least opacity, up 4 times. This one's only, like if you copy, you can just copy your duplicate and go up a little bit and go up 2 times, all the way till you get to about there. Maybe one more above that. Yeah, that'd be the last one. Now on the side of the head, which I'm gonna make a little bit longer myself, maybe drag down to about there, makes his skull look a little bit bigger. Say about there. Up 3 times from the lowest opacity. Now under the eyelids, so right there you'll see where it's black. He's a little bit older, so he's got those bags under his eyes a little bit. I'm going to go all the way down on the opacity, up 3 times. Copy and do the same on the other side. Now on the eyelids itself, you want to go right up under the eyebrow where it takes over the pretty much the whole like space. Now from the least opacity, go up 4 times. Now I put this black on his nose here to give him more of a darker nose. From the least opacity, go up 3 times. I gave him like serious eyebrows kind of deal. From the least opacity, 3 times. Copy and do the same on this other side. Now, pretty much has to fix his mustache a little bit if I can. Oh yeah. I just put this shape 118 right above the lip and play with it a little bit to see where you can get to. It seems like I can't get it perfect, but from the bottom, go up 3 times. And shapes 172 to kind of shade in his face. 3 times from the bottom, all the way through, right here even. We'll go 4 times on the chin area. Even 5 is fine. And copy and do the same all the way around. Yep, even there. Just all around his facial region. Now, for the collarbone area, to give him more, like, because he's a ripped guy, we're going to go right there. And then up 3 times. And copy, you can do the same on the other collarbone. Now we gave him a little bit of muscle definition under his pec, right pec, all the way through, all the way around on both pecs. You can copy and do the same, but it's down and up 3 times from the opacity. So I'm going up a little bit so you can kind of create this yourself. I don't really go this far because it's no use, because there's tattoos there and you want to save some space. Alright, on the first tattoo, I used Irizumi 5. Let's put it right on the back there. That's what it looks like at the full opacity. So at full opacity, go down 3 times. And I put animals 22. That's what it's like at full opacity, right there in the corner, right there of his back. I kind of matched it to where the dragon that he has will be ending right at that. Down 3 times. Do the same all the way around, like on this side. And do it on the lower back too. And right here. Now with miscellaneous 25, you're going to go above all those flowers, or right in the middle of those flowers. Well, actually at full opacity it looks pretty good, but down 1 on the opacity. Now before we get to the dragon, because I did that later on, we'll go to shapes 54, or sorry, shapes 8, right there in the center of the chest. Down 1 opacity from the max. Now you put a triangle, which is shapes 10, in the middle. I'm only clicking off and on just so you can kind of see the placement. Down 1 opacity. Now with portraits 2, go over top of that. That's what it looks like at full opacity. And then go down 5 times from the max to kind of give it that faded in look. Now with Celtic / tribal 14, you're gonna make it as small as this, as you can see, and copy and paste over and over again until you get this look all the way around. Now with old school 5, I put that on both sides of the traps, and from the max opacity I went down twice. So copy and do the same to the other side, but I reversed it, so you can do like push square and then triangle, and you can flip it and go sideways with it and do the same. Now with portrait 6, I put portrait 6 right under the pecs in the middle, with the opacity being 2, 3, 4. Go 4 down from the max, and then put animals 11 over top of that, down 1 from the max opacity. With animals 7, put it right there, down 2 on the opacity. That's what it looks like there. Copy and reverse by pushing square, and do the same thing to the other side. With angels / demons 3, I put that over top of it. That's what it looks like. That right there. Now go down 4 from the max opacity. Now text 17, which is Miami, put right there on the side of it. I used portraits 3 right there in the side of the chest, with the opacity 1, 2, 3. Go down 3 times from the max. Now shapes 154, which is stars, I went down 1 time on the opacity. Copy 3 times or twice, and you'll kind of copy what you see on the screen here. Now with Urizumi 9, I just filled in the spot here on the side, with the opacity being 3 times down. Back to the dragon. I went over top of everything on the back, and I went down 1 time with the max opacity. Then I took shapes 178 and went over top of it, and went down from the bottom opacity. Go up twice. Now I gave him some tattoos to kind of create better abs right there. Now from the least opacity, go up 4 times and copy and do the same thing on this other side. And go above and do the same thing. Right there. But go up 5 times. on each side. That's it for the body. Excuse me. For the left arm, I just took Irizumi 8 and went over. Sorry, shit. For the left arm, I went with Irizumi 8 and kind of wrapped it around the entire arm up to this point that you see on the screen. And I took the opacity from the max down, or if you take it all the way down, go up 5 times. Then I did it again, but I didn't wrap it around up here. Now it looks like it's not right there, but I actually took it all the way up the shoulder, because this is kind of what he's got going on. Then I took Irizumi 5 and I wrapped it almost all the way around the forearm area. And then from max opacity, 4 or 5, I went down 5 times. Then I took miscellaneous 7 and went over the other side that wasn't covered, and you can take it down 4 times. I took Celtic Tribal 6 and went over the whole top of the arm that you see visible here, and I went down 1 time. Then I copied it and hit reverse, and I hit triangle to flip it, and I went on the inside of the arm, but not into the armpit. I took shapes 5, went over the elbow, and you see I covered the elbow area, and I left it at the max opacity. I took shape portraits 2, I went over that, and went down 4 times from the max opacity. On the right arm, I did the same thing as the left with these tattoos. So if you were listening, you can do the same thing to this arm. I gave him text 7 on the inside of the arm to give him that red look that he has on his right arm. This is what it looks like at full opacity. But I went down 5 times. I did the same thing exactly to this arm with the tribal tattoos. Inside, outside, you know. With the left leg, I took old school 4 and placed it right up under the shorts. And I didn't mess with the opacity. With Fantasy 8, I wrapped it around the whole leg, as you can see. I went down twice on the opacity. With Angels/Demons 3, I wrapped it around that tattoo, and I went down 6 times on the opacity. Now on the right leg, I just gave him a bulldog, which is Animals 1, or a pit bull, I guess, right up under the pant leg area. Went down twice on the opacity. That's it. That's Bautista. Now for clothing, if you want to copy my look that I have for him, you go to Valtudo, however you say it. I just chose this one. It's Conor McGregor's. Gloves, I just gave him standard UFC gloves. And I gave him fangs as a shout out to his Leviathan character from OVW, if you followed his wrestling career. Style can be whatever you want. I gave him Uriah Hall stance. And arms crossed, bang gloves, flexing, and respectful bow. Post fight, I gave him finger point. There's not much to choose from. Give him whatever you want with taunts and walkout music. I chose a rock song, I don't remember which one. And that is Bautista, my friends. Thank you very much for watching.